name's Christopher Yogerst, and this is my reflection video for the completion of my MBA program here at Post University. Um, so a little bit about myself. I've been in the military for 20, 21 years now, in the Army, getting ready to retire soon. Um, the reason why I chose to do this MBA, it sets you apart from everybody else. I know here shortly I'm going to be entering the job hunt, searching for a new job as I'm retiring from the Army, and I know that having a master's degree is going to set me apart from everybody else. It's a small fraction of the population that has been able to achieve one, and so a couple years ago I decided to set out and embark on this journey. Um, so insights into learning. There's overall it was a great experience. I learned a lot through my undergraduate program. I did a bachelor's in business administration. So coming into the master's, a lot of the same topics were very similar as I came into the master's program, but they definitely went into kind of a deeper dive, and it was really educational, really informative. Some of the classes that stood out, project management was probably one of the cool ones. I ended up doing a concentration in healthcare administration just because it is something that interests me. Going into the healthcare administration field, it's a large field. I do think it's pretty easy to get into. But if I hadn't chosen that one, I would say I probably would have gone with project management. That class was pretty interesting to me, and it was kind of eye-opening seeing how things, projects were planned out and developed, and the actual methodical process of going through and learning all that. So that was pretty cool. Business analytics was another one that was really good, really informative, taught me a lot. Same thing with marketing. We all I'm sure took marketing in our undergrad, but it was really kind of a deep dive into marketing and really provided some insights that I'm sure are going to be useful down the road. So recommendations for program improvement. I really didn't have too many complaints. I will say there were a couple classes that could have been structured a little bit better. And by that, I just mean, like, when you're doing distance learning and you're not sitting in a classroom, it can be kind of hard to really follow the course sometimes if it's not very well structured out and outlined. So a lot of the classes that we did through this MBA were in a project-based learning format, so we were part of a team doing things, and I liked it. I actually like the project-based learning format. It's a good format. I got to meet and interact and work with a lot of really good people. Learned a lot from them. It definitely helped the overall experience throughout the MBA program, doing the whole project-based learning throughout the thing. So I would say definitely continue the project-based learning, but the key to that is just make sure that there's enough structure there to keep teams on task and to make it very clear what the expectations are at the end of the week. Like, what exactly is the paper going to be on? What exactly is the topic? What are we learning? What are the assigned readings? You know what I mean? Assigned readings were kind of my big complaint. There was a couple classes that didn't have. It was kind of self-led and not very directed as far as, hey, read this. You should know what you need to do to finish the week. So that's really just my biggest recommendations, I guess, but overall it was a great experience. I don't really have too many complaints. Post University has been really good. Been really happy with it, so I'm glad I decided to go with them for my master's degree. So as far as future applications, what I intend to do with the MBA, as I said, I'm retiring from the Army. I have like 68 days, I think, until I start terminal leave. So with that, I'm already kind of starting the job hunt. I'll be 41 when I retire, so it'd be crazy to sit around the house and do nothing. So I'm going to go get a job and hopefully put that degree to work. As I said, so my concentration's in healthcare administration, and that's kind of the primary field that I'm going to be looking for. Is hoping to find something working in the healthcare administration field. It's a massive industry. Lots of job openings. I'm sure I'll be able to find something in there. But if that doesn't work, I'll look for something in business management, maybe managing a production or operations for some company or something like that. But I do think that a lot of the topics, the things that I learned throughout this MBA program are going to help me out, and I'll be able to take and apply them in a real world situation. Um, so yeah. So with that, in conclusion, this was quite a journey. It took me a little while. I mean, I started on a couple years ago, took a break, and then really took a deep dive into it about, I guess, 2 years ago when I really got going on this. And I've been kind of just knocking the classes out. So it's almost surreal that it's finally here. I'm like 2 weeks from graduating and being done with school essentially. So pretty excited, but yeah, got to work with a lot of great people. It was a fantastic opportunity, um, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. So huge shout out to everybody that I worked with throughout this program. You guys have been great, um, and yeah, absolutely loved it. So everybody have a great day. Nice talking with you, and wish everybody the best.